Welcome back, everyone. If you've seen my stuff so far, you know I'm not excited about the theories of Leon being in Resident Evil Requiem. However, I have found a way that he could be in it, and I wouldn't be upset about it at all. I'd even be maybe excited about a little playable section as Leon, kind of like you did with Ada or the little girl. We're not talking about them. The little playable sections, you know what I mean. I think if Leon were Grace's dad, that would be a way to put him in it in a role that I wouldn't be too upset about, because it wouldn't mean that he has to come in and save the day. Maybe at some point he could come in and save the day. Not necessarily die, but you know, maybe she gets to save him. You never get to see anyone save Leon. That would be cool. But if Grace were Leon's daughter, I think that would be cool. So how I think this could have happened is, after the Raccoon City incident, I believe, you know, there would be a place where they would take the survivors and kind of group them all together, kind of quarantine them together. And that's where Alyssa and Leon would meet. As a journalist, Alyssa would be super excited to talk to a surviving cop. She's already met one, but you know, a surviving cop. So Alyssa would meet Leon in the quarantine, and she's got questions, and they're talking, and he's telling her all the stories about surviving and the labs and what he found out, and Birkin and Birkin's wife, the daughter, on and on. They've got a shared trauma here now. They're spending time together, maybe having a few drinks. One thing leads to one thing leads to another. Bada boom, bada bing. Grace. There you go. Quick, simple story, and it makes sense. After this, of course, Leon gets recruited into his thing and goes off to save the world 100 more times. Grace is a journalist. She goes back out and probably keeps doing journalist stuff. She's reporting on, you know, whatever, umbrella-like companies, bioweapons. We saw her letter in Resident Evil 7. We know that she's still journalizing. Journalizing, is that a word? It is now. I said it. It's a word now if it's not before. So they go on about their business. So we already know Grace is going to resemble her mom. She's going to resemble Alyssa. That's her mother. But look at this. That's crap work that I put together, but it looks good. There's some features. We like it. I like it. Let me know if you like it. That being said, we haven't heard anything, obviously. And for the 6, any other Leon games about Grace. But I'm going to tell you right now. 1, Leon is a different person in 4. And I don't think it's just the bioweapons. What if he knew he had a daughter that he couldn't ever know? And that's why he slumped down in the back seat when 4 starts, and just, maybe he just got the news. Hey, you've got a daughter. Oh, yeah, I gotta go save the president's daughter too. So, you know, he had a whole demeanor change. If he found out he had a daughter he was never going to get to know or raise, that could definitely be a reason for the attitude shift. But what if he also, maybe he never knew. Maybe she never told him. Maybe he found out that he had a daughter after Alyssa died, and, you know, maybe he watched her, kept track of her, whatever. But, you know, she's older now. He can't just, like, pop up and eye patch and all, apparently. It's a joke. And be like, hey, I'm dad. He'd keep an eye on her to keep her safe, I'm sure, but it's Leon. He's not gonna just pop in and be like, hey, you wanna be my daughter now? That could work either way. He knew, you know, he would have known Alyssa died either way. On the topic of him not knowing, or of him knowing that she was that he had a daughter. An agreement would likely have been reached that he wouldn't be part of her life. He had a very dangerous job. He was being sent to very dangerous places, and there was no guarantee he'd ever come home. Alyssa was obviously researching things that were already dangerous. So it would make sense to not add the extra fear, worry, and everything else that comes with having a military dad. Especially one that's going to places he can't tell you about all the time. I'm not saying it don't happen. It happens. I'm sure. But those are rough, hard situations. And he was recruited right afterwards. So I could see that being why he wasn't around and why she was never mentioned. So there you go. There you have it. My theory: if Leon is in Resident Evil Requiem, it better be that Leon is Grace's dad. That's what I want to happen if he's there. That's the only way it should happen. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your theories, thoughts, and, you know, maybe you hate it, and you can let me know that down in the comments too. Hit that like button, subscribe if you hadn't, and until next time, have a great day.